Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today we're going to go over a product from Easy at Home. This is a TENS pain relief device. Basically, if you don't know what a TENS device is, it's got 4 electrodes here on 2 different channels, as you can see. And what you'll do is you'll put these pads on your muscles, and it will actually stimulate, send electric pulses to stimulate your muscles to relieve pain, sore muscles, stiffness, something like that. We tested this pretty extensively over the last week, and we're very impressed actually. You can pick this guy up on Amazon for $29.99, which is an excellent price. You can check that link out in the description below. I'll leave a link for Easy at Home as well, so you can check them out. And this guy is FDA approved, so you can be assured that it's been FDA approved. So that's awesome as well. Now on the box, we don't have a lot going on outside the box. They do leave you some information here, a toll-free number if you have any questions, a service email, and their website, which is www.easyathome.com. So let's get into the box. We'll take a look at what comes inside here, and we will go over a few things. Now they do give you this user manual. The model number is EHE009, and they do go over a few different things here that I kind of want to mention, and I think anyone would want to mention. First, we'll go over the features. It does have an LCD display on it. The power is DC 6 volts. It does take 4 AAA batteries that they do include with the purchase of the TENS unit itself. It measures 200 by 55 by 33 millimeters. The frequency runs on 60 hertz. The weight of the main unit is 0.15 kilograms. It does have adjustable speed and intensity, and I'll go over that in a minute. Accessories included are the 4 electrode pads, which they do give you, and 2 electrode wires. They do give you, as I said before, the 4 AAA batteries. Now, safety warnings. This thing does put electricity into your muscles. So if you have a pacemaker or something like that, do not use it. They also warn if you have certain conditions you shouldn't, you know, acute disease, malignant tumor, being pregnant, heart disease, high fever, abnormal blood pressure, that type of thing. You should be very careful or talk to your doctor before using something like this. Obviously, you don't want to use it while you're driving. Don't use it while you're sleeping. You can use it while you're in bed, but you know, and it does have a 15-minute shut off, so that is excellent, but you shouldn't do that. Do not use this on any area of your chest at all, and do not use it on your throat, especially the front. You can use it on the back, neck muscles, but do not use it on the throat because of your carotid artery. So don't use it on your eyelids, stuff like that. These are things that are super important when you're using a device like this, and I would definitely be remiss if I did not mention it in my review. Okay, moving on from that, they give you a breakdown of what the buttons do. We'll go over that when I open up the device here, and a troubleshooting guide in case you have any problems with the unit or it doesn't turn on or something like that. So very good. Now they do again give you their information here. You can visit them at healthcare/manager.com. They do have an 800 number, and this is a different website than the one that was on the box. I will refer you to healthcare/manager.com because I've been to that website, and I do know that will get you to everything. And they do give you that toll-free number and the service email as well. Now the positions for use, this is kind of what they were saying here. You can use it on the soles of your feet. You can use it on your hand or your legs. You can use it on your back. The back of your shoulders, just not the front of your neck. Do not use it on your chest, but you can use it on your stomach muscles as well. The side of your shoulder, that type of thing. Your forearm, your hand. I use it for my hand. I had a hand injury a while ago, and I have a lot of achiness in these deep muscles here between my thumb and my forefinger, which I'll demonstrate for you in just a second. Now, they do give you 4 electrodes. These electrodes come on this plastic sheet here. Which I advise that you hold on to this plastic sheet, because when you peel these guys off, you can actually reapply them to the sheet, and then that way you'll have something to keep the sticky pads on and keep them clean. So keep this little plastic film that they give you. And then you have 2 sets of these electrodes, the wires here. This is what your pads will plug into. There's just a pole here and a pole here, and as you can see on the end of the pad, there is just a slot for you to hook this guy up. I'll do that in just a second once we bust out the actual unit. And this will go into the top of the unit. There are actually 2 sets of these, so you can use 4 pads at the same time. If you're doing something like your hand or your forearm where you only need 2, you can operate the entire unit with just 1 set, which is what I will show you today. And we'll take a look at the, let me get this out of the way here. We'll take a look at the device itself. Now, the device itself is no bigger than a TV remote. It does take 4 AAA batteries that they did supply. I do have those installed, so that no problems there. And it was awesome that they included them. Now, you do on the top here have your 2 channels, a right and a left channel. This is where your leads will go. You can do 1 channel on the right and then another one on the left. We'll just do the right channel for now. And now you have these 2 knobs on the right and left side that control each side, and they're intensity channels. When you turn it on, you'll get P for power, and you can go from 1 all the way up to 10. I have personally never felt a need to go over 4. So, but that's just me. You know, we're all different, and you may be able to go up to 8 or 10 or whatever. I get up to 4 and I'm totally fine with that. So it's great that they have such a range, but I was very, very surprised at something that ran off 4 AAA batteries could produce such a intense amount of power, and it does. So that's excellent for, I mean, it is for pain relief, so we want to get pain relief, and it's a good thing that it can get that intense. Also a warning that it can get that intense. Now, they have several auto procedure buttons here. One for your waist, so if you're doing like your stomach muscles or something like that. One for your shoulder, one for your joint, say your elbow or your knee, your hand and leg. There is a repeat button here in the middle, and then one for the soles of your feet. Now, that just kind of takes you through a pre-programmed mode. You also have a speed increase and speed decrease button here if you would like these 3 modes to go faster in between what they do. And they do have 3 different modes, which one is massage. It basically builds intensity and then it stops, and then it builds intensity and then it stops. And beat, where it'll just pulse and then pulse and then pulse. And need, which kind of does this odd combination of both, really. I find massage to be the best. I think that's my favorite. You can play around with each one and figure out which one works for you. So let's do a quick demonstration on this. I'll show you some of the features as I get hooked up to this. Basically, you just pull this off. You've got this sticky back here, and you will put one on each of the leads, and then you will place them where you want to affect the muscle area. Now, I said I sometimes get stiff between my thumb and my forefinger here, so that's what I'll do. I'll put one on top in between here, and I'll take the other one, I'll put it on the other side of my palm, and then we'll be set up. Now, as you can see, I only have one side hooked up, and that's okay because I'm doing a small area. I only need to do this area. So when I turn this guy on, obviously I'm just going to leave it at 1 and then gradually work my way up to figure out where I want it to be for this specific area of my body. I'm going to hit hand and leg because obviously I'm doing my hand, and you will automatically see that it comes up 15 minutes. They recommend that you do a 15-minute session, or you know, at a time maximum. And you'll also see when you do hand and leg, you'll also see that the little dots on this person here, the silhouette, says has one on the hand and one on the leg. If you were to do the soles of your feet, the ball would represent down here on the soles of the feet, and for shoulder, waist, and joints the same way. So I can already feel it on one. It's very light, and then I can slowly adjust it by going up. We'll go up to 2, and it's on beat right now. If I want to go to massage, I just switch it, and you'll get that massage feeling. And I can increase it a little bit more. You almost get to the point where it gets to be almost too much, and it'll actually, if you hit a joint or a nerve or something like that, you'll see my fingers start to close on their own, and that's just because we're actually hitting that muscle is contracting because of the electric current going through it. Now, you don't want this to be painful. You want it to be good to deal with the pain that you have, to massage that pain out of there, but you don't want it to be overbearing. So you set it to a level that you feel comfortable at. So at this point, we're going to turn it off and end the review. This was the TENS unit from Easy at Home. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments about this guy, please leave them in the comment section below. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. We give this guy a thumbs up for a portable unit that you can get for a good price point that runs off of just a few AAA batteries. The power intensity was more than what I personally need for relief, and it works very, very well. We'll check you guys out on the next video.